hello. I hope you are having an amazing day. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of digging. See, to be able to continue and, do an interior in here and everything, we kind of need a place for storage. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our storage is a little. How do I say this? Atrocious? The only place that is a good storage is our bones and arrows. Everything else is pretty bad. So that's the plan. Is to make a storage. Or at least dig out an area where we're going to put storage. But I'm hoping we get to the point where we can actually do a little bit of building as well. Now, here's the idea. First, I'm gonna get some bamboo. Just real quick. Because I know I'm gonna need scaffolding. And then we'll head downstairs. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Oh, there's... Don't get in the way of my cursor, please. Alright. So, I'm planning to push this out. Just so we know where the cutoff is for this floor. Similar to what we did here. And then I'm going to make a little gap. I don't know how big that gap is going to be. We'll figure that out as we're digging. But we're going to have a gap. And then we can make like a bridge of sorts to that ledge that is going to be further out. And that is where the storage is going to be. Because it's close enough to the surface that I feel like it'll be easily accessible. Plus, we've been on this floor a lot. We've been on this floor as well, but considering there's not a lot of space up here, I feel like it'd be better all the way over there. And I might end up having to repair this pick a few times. Just a hunch. Just a small hunch that I'm gonna have to do. Oh. You know what? I need to look at the recipe anyway. There we go. And I guess I'm gonna be planting this bamboo. Another reason why I need to upgrade my storage. I don't have a lot of space. Would like to have more. So let's go ahead. Pop, pop, and pop. And then we could go downstairs and start. Well, after dropping off a few things. Because I'm fairly certain while we're excavating, we're not gonna need those three things. I could put away the wood. Just so we have more inventory space. We are gonna actually need more torches. Oh, we have a lot of bone meal. Alright. What else do we need? Torches. That hopefully will be enough. We'll see. I just cleared that area of dirt. Except for that one. Come on. Rude. There's a random button there. I know I'm the one that placed it, but Can you please? Thank you. All right. So I know that it's going to end right here. So we can easily just... Oh. Make the dip here. So we know that's where the cutoff is, and then we can push it back. I feel like, since I want to make a bridge, 5-block gap, and then we can have the platform. And the platform right before the actual storage, I feel like should be at least 3 blocks. So that means pushing all of this back and then curving it as we need. So I'm going to go ahead and... do I need multiple torches? I could probably settle with just having one in the center, since it's just going to be this wide for now, since that's all we have carved out of this area. Why are you destroying my area, dude? I know you're an Enderman, but come on. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can get the gap out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot how fast that was. There we go. And it's close enough I don't think we're going to need another torch. As long as we actually carve it out. And I'm so glad last time we found bamboo. Or the last time we explored, at least. Was it the last time we explored? No, it's the time before that, wasn't it? Either way, we found bamboo, which means we actually have scaffolding, which is going to be extremely helpful, considering the fact that I am starting from the bottom. Not the smartest decision, but it's fine. Oh. Why? Okay. Well, I guess I found a cave. Wasn't what I was expecting to find, but alright. A random cave that I didn't fully light. Because I obviously found it. Because there was a torch before, like, close by, but... Huh. Alright, you know what? Give. There we go. I'll gladly take this coal. You know, I'm gonna take the copper as well. Because if I remember correctly, we actually started running ourselves a little low on copper. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I remember seeing some nearby. That's there. We have some more coal that I'll gladly take. Oh. This is a very big cave. This should be relatively safe. Just gonna quickly make a few sticks. And we just need to light this up so we're not going to have anything pop out of nowhere when we're in our own home. Because as much as that would be funny, I would like my home to be a little bit safer than that. There we go. Just gonna eat some more food so we're not caught off guard with no stamina. That seems to be out of the way enough that I won't have to worry about it too much. Because they won't be able to jump up that. Not unless I pillar down there. And this area, I mean, it's definitely still dangerous, but because it's not connected in a way that they can actually come and get me in my own home, I think I'll leave it for another time. So I also have this area to light up as well. What? Alright. This is a very big tunnel network. And either way, we're lighting up down here. Alright. That works. Hi, creeper. Please no. We all good? I mean, in all fairness, just a few creepers considering... Oh, a few creepers and an enderman. A few endermen. And a spawner. I'm so glad you don't get mad at me when the creeper's the one that blew you up. That would have been so unfortunate. Alright. Well, that was nice to discover. I would like to get up here since things would be able to drop down. Oh, hi. Oh, you startled me. That's a drop. Alright. Wasn't expecting to find a zombie spawner down here. It was a very inactive zombie spawner. Hi, Lily. Then again, we immediately lit it. But usually it'd take me longer to find those. It'd take me longer to find those because I'm just hearing the sound of zombies. and then I'd search for them and not find them. Usually I don't stumble upon them. Alright. Well, that makes a little bit of our excavating easier, in some regard. There are so many Endermen, jeez. Alright. Let's go ahead and raise this up. So that way, not only can we easily just hop over without having to find the hole in the ceiling to do so, but also so we can actually push the rest of this back. And thanks to the cave that's all the way over there, there's a lot less that we'll have to tear down. We are going to have to be careful, just because there could be bits and pieces that I just didn't light up, because I didn't see it. But we're not going too far down, so I don't think I have to worry about the parts that I didn't light up that are down the holes. I might later, when we're a floor under this. But for now, that's not the case. For now, we are good. Oh, no, 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 ow. Ow. I'm sorry I glanced at you. That hurt. I understand you don't like being looked at in the eyes, but jeez. Just trying to mine. It's not my fault you were right behind the block. Then again, I should have been a little bit more mindful of, hey, there's a lot of Endermen here. But I didn't. There we go. Honestly, that's not bad. Is that a wide enough gap, though? Because it's just going to be a simple bridge across. Because this is going to be a lot deeper, because there's going to be a whole floor underneath this, similar to what we did over here. Except instead of it being a gap all the way over, it's going to be a small gap and ledge. Because it is going to be digging into the wall over here. Yeah, I think that's a big enough gap. And what I could do as well is make it so that the terrain's a little bit uneven on the sides here. Because right now it is not. It is very flat. How about let's put that on something that isn't going to get broken immediately. I feel like that is a good basis for the general entrance to the storage, size-wise. I do need to push this back by, I'd say 4 more. That should be a good amount. So that way you're able to be on the ledge, walk around, but not immediately fall off. Of course, I'll have railings of sorts, but still would be better to have a relatively good-sized walkway. Oops. That looked a lot darker than it actually was. Or a lot deeper than it actually was. Okay. Yeah. Of course, I need to push back everything up here, but just going from what we have so far, I think this is a good starting point. And that's a hole. There we go. Something along these lines. For now, I'll put cobblestone. Just since we don't have a stable floor at the moment. But what we can do is put a stair in the top right corner there. Actually, I do have a stone cutter down here. Lovely. Just gonna quickly make a stair so you can see what it looks like. Because I want it to be kind of an organic hole, like almost like a cave entrance. Feel like it's a bit too much of a block down over here. So let's instead do this. If we make that one into a slab, I can see it working. No. You know what? There's andesite in at least the chest to the right. I know that. Just so we don't have to replace too many of the blocks. I was wrong. There was not andesite in there. But there is here. Maybe putting a stair on this side will make it a bit better. We'll see, we'll see. I know we don't even have the main part of it dug out, but getting this part done, I think will make it a lot easier. No. Also, no. You know what? We'll see if that grows on me. And what I need to do is to also figure out what the floor is, because a lot of this floor is not actually here. And we do kind of need a floor, because I cannot float. Definitely not deep enough, but that's fine. I'm just gonna grab all this before it despawns. Never mind. My inventory is full. Shouldn't be too surprised. There we go. I just didn't realize I got a gold helmet from the zombie. I'll take it. I won't complain. But I don't know how I just now realized that. Alright. So, I'm thinking definitely a wooden floor. So, probably oak, I'd say. Because on the outside, we're going to have foliage. We're going to have all of that. Like, we're gonna make this a lot prettier than it is right now. And this part, we could probably get away with putting dirt here. Because we are going to have a dirt pathway and stuff. Because I want this to be like the more nature driven floor. So this is the same floor that I'm going to do my best to get bees. I'm going to bring my animals down here eventually. Stuff like that. Plus, this is a pretty big floor, so we will have the space for it. So I think that'll be good. I don't currently have oak on me. I dropped off my oak. Dang it. Let's grab the oak. I don't think I'll need that much, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe I'll need all of it. I don't know why I decided to do it like this, but you know what? We'll see if that works. Because we can have it like the path has been kind of tracked inside of the place just slightly. Not too much, but enough so that you can kind of see that there is a curve in the flooring over here. And it isn't actually from the curve, it's just because stuff is on top of the floor. Then we can put those there. I would like to actually... Ow. There we go. And now we can dig even further. And actually have a place to stand. And not fall off. I'd prefer it if my game didn't do that. There we go. And I think what I want to do is that I'll have these parts still, but from this point forward, I'll make it into just chests. And then from... I'd say this point forward, so I need to put some stone over here. And this will be like a special section of chests. This will be a natural separation, and then there'll be another section of chests over here. Like this side, general storage, special, and then this one could be also general. Just divide it out from the one over there because that side ran out. And then this place can always get expanded upon and just become longer and longer if the need ever does arise. Which, in all fairness, it might. We have a fair chunk of materials. And a lot of them are strewn about the place. Not even in my chests downstairs, or upstairs, I guess. But, as you've seen, in the Skelly farm, or by the Happy Guest nursery. Stuff like that. It's a pattern I tend to fall into. Until I get a storage. For the most part. So hopefully, by making the storage, I will be less likely to just leave random barrels of items. Because they're building materials. So we'll see. That is the hope. Plus it means we'll be a little bit more organized and we'll be able to hopefully have an easier time finding things. Like, I have general organization over there, but it's not the best. Actually, what we can do, so special, this could be mining, and then we can have wood, and then we can have general a little further out that's separated on either side. Like, sure, this would be a lot of chests for wood. But then we can also devote specific chests to leaves as well, since I like to collect the leaves in case I want to do custom trees and stuff like that. So let's see here. There is acacia, oak, dark oak, pale oak, mangrove, birch, cherry, jungle. I'd say bamboo as well. Like, sure, they're not a tree, but they have their own woods. Or the building block, anyway. Is that all the trees? Actually, wait a minute. I can double check because that is the one chest that is actually extremely organized. In comparison to all of the other chests, my tree chests are pretty good. So let's see here. Oh, right, warped fungus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 chests dedicated to wood of different tree types, including the saplings. And then I'd want a chest beside them that would have the different types of leaves as well. And oak would be the one that would have 2. So we can have oak. So we'd have the oak wood, and then the oak leaves and the azalea leaves, including the 2 different types. Then we can have each of the rows, so 2 chests dedicated to each tree, since there are, I said 12, right? Yeah. So 11 due to 1 being over here. So that's 6. Right? 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 2 more. Then we're gonna have another natural divider. I don't know why that was throwing me off. I think I keep trying to be like, oh hey, it's these specific tree types, and that just throws off all my counting. If I think of the specific tree types when I'm trying to do math, and then I start going, oh hey, that means I need to figure out whether or not this tree needs to go here or this tree needs to go here. The only reason why this one is dedicated to oak is because I feel like that would make a little bit more sense considering the fact that it would have 2 separate chests dedicated to the various types of leaves. All the other ones is just 2, and we can figure out the organization later. Don't need to think about the exact organization at this very moment. Wait a minute. Is that the zombie spotter? I mean, that works. How would I want to do that? I don't know if I'm going to tame it or not. If I tame it, it's going to go into the storage system, which would be fine. We can find a way to do it. But that is something we're going to have to think about. So we have wood, special, mining, and both sides here would be just general. And we'll see how well that works. I think that'll be enough storage, at least for now, and then when we need more, we can just extend it. But we'll see. Worst comes to worst, it's not enough storage, and then we dig more and get more materials. There we go. Yeah, the entire zombie spawner is over there. If we were to do anything with the zombie spawner, we would have to essentially have this part a block lower, and then we can send all of the zombies over that way, similar to how you would with a spider spawner, almost. And then have the drop down be over there instead of directly underneath. It'd be less efficient, but it would work. Potentially. We'll see how that goes. Or if we even want to do that. Because at the moment, I can't think of a reason I would need a zombie spawner in particular. Except for, of course, the 2 other zombies I need. Because I have a zombie in here, and I have a zombie all the way down there. I don't have a zombie in those 2, so technically my iron farm's only working at half capacity, but in all fairness, it's doing really good for working at half capacity. Legitimately. Since I'm already over here, I might as well show you guys, because I did condense down the iron today, right before stream. And we have a lot of iron. We also have a lot of poppies, but we have a lot of iron. I know I didn't need to put all of the iron blocks like that, but it makes it easier for future me. So that way I don't have to be like, okay, now I need to move all of these poppies and all of the iron bars just to put the blocks of iron there. Plus, what I might do is bring the blocks of iron up here instead and just store it in the chest up here. And I'm gonna have to do that with the poppies because there are so many poppies. All of the poppies. You know what? Because there's so much mossy cobble there, what I could also do, just as part of this general area, is have like a nice little like nook. So after I finish off these 2 sections of chests, we can have a little nook that has a like water feature and a seating area and maybe a table and a rug where you can just sit down, hang out, stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like that'd be cool. Yeah. Sure, some of the areas might not work as well as the others. Because considering I think this is the end of the spawner over there, we're gonna have to just put in our own mossy cobble for those areas. But it is a fun little inspiration. So thank you, zombie spawner, for being right there. It was about the last one. Whoa. So that stops it. And then over here. Hi. We could dig this out. Have it kind of come over to arch a little. We good? No screaming at me because I stared at you? Good. That would really suck. Hi. But since this is like a little nook area that's basically going to end this part of the storage, I think I could just kind of round it off. And then if we need to extend it, what I'll do is... Ooh! That is an amazing idea. Thank you, Blue. The reading nook could be the enchanting area. Honestly, that would look amazing. And I could definitely see it, because it's right next to all of our materials and everything. Ooh. Yeah. I rounded that off way too quick. I mean, it looks good, but definitely rounded off a bit quick. Because it ends here, which doesn't give a lot of room for that part. So it's instead push this out a bit more. Hi, Enderman. Could you please not do that? I know you like doing it, but if I go in front of you and stare into your eyes, you will scream at me. And it will not be fun. Especially since this area is way taller than you are, meaning that I don't really have a place to hide. So I don't get killed. I am out of slabs. Let's go ahead and make a few slabs. I'm also going to need to bring a crafting table over there and everything. Because this is going to need it. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do, but alright. And then we can smooth it out with slabs and everything. Because it ends right here on both sides. That gives enough room for the little nook. Yeah. I am, however, going to need to find a way to fix this a little. Not like that. But just to kind of curve it to show that it's a different section. And I think I also want to have it go out just a little bit on the sides here. Something along those lines? Yeah. Alright. And then we just need to go 2 blocks out in this area. That is a lot more than 2 blocks out. I mean, it works, but not what I meant to do. So this is the edge, so 1, 2. I got to make sure that I get a backing. Otherwise, we're going to be able to see through and know that there's not a backing behind the chests. I'm also just going to take care of this floor real quick. Nope. There we go. Alright. You know what? I know there's a crafting table already here, but this is a big enough place that I don't feel too bad about having this many crafting tables near each other. There we go. And I also need to make sure that the chest will actually be able to open on the top. Because that would kind of suck. There we go. And now we can put the floor in over here. Oh, lovely. There's only one place where I would have fell through. Gonna just move that torch a little bit. Why? Thank you for the piece of dirt, I guess. Oh, right. I forgot to empty my inventory. Oops. No. Give. There we go. Let's grab that copper. And then empty our inventory. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this. Just so we can see that those are done. This side isn't done, but those are done. Night Sage. And I'll do my best not to make eye contact with our very tall friends this time. It really depends on if they decide to be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna walk in front of you while you are mining. I mean, yeah, it's my fault that you're having this, that we're making eye contact, but I'm gonna get mad at you anyway. It's like when a piglin is mad at you for hitting it when it ran in front of you when you were mining. It's like, come on. I didn't do it. You ran into me. There we go. Lovely. I don't know why I'm leaving that side for last, but apparently I am. I'd like to grab that. There we go. And now we can just push this back. Then we can get rid of the floor. And then we'll only have, well, 2 sections to put the floor down. Which isn't too bad. There we go. Right. That's fine. It only cuts into the zombie spawner a little bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of this floor. And while we're at it, we might as well get rid of this one as well. Since I don't have to mess with the walls at the moment. Eek. There we go. I do not have enough slabs on me right now. Especially if I keep misplacing them. There we go. Dang it. There we go. I definitely do not have enough slabs, but that's fine. Actually, do I have enough slabs for this? No, I'll be 1 off. Dang it. I need to push this wall back anyway. There we go. I need to get rid of those ones and these ones. Just so we can actually open the chests. I made too many slabs. Oh well. There we go. It is now floored. I don't think we need to do too much with what's behind the chests. I do want to grab some stone, but other than that, I don't think we need to do too much since it's not going to be too visible back there. What time is it? It is almost nighttime. Because I think I want to chop down a spruce tree so we can get some more charcoal so we can smelt some more things. But then again, we got a lot of coal. We're not hurting on coal at the moment. For the most part. Do we have any stone in here? Or did I bring all my stone? I brought all my stone to the skelly farm. Dang it. See, this is why I need to actually put stuff away. And then there are other times where it's like, I'm doing this project right here, and I'm going to be doing a project right next to it. I don't need to move stuff. It is relatively dark. Because I kind of want to go to my skelly farm and grab those materials. I should probably empty my inventory first. There we go. Why did I have red? Oh. Was it in the chest? It might have been. There we go. And now let's head over to the skelly farm and grab the stone we left behind. And we don't have stone in there, well, the trip to and from will give it enough time to smelt. So either way, we'll have the required material. Can't wait till I actually have a storage and it's all organized. And then we don't have to worry about not having a certain item when we do in fact have said certain item. It's just nowhere near where we are. Gonna grab these. I know we don't currently need them because we do have, I believe, enough scaffolding, but it doesn't hurt to grab and let those grow to their full height. I can just put those in there for now. You know what? It's just barely day. I am actually gonna chop down a tree. A few trees, actually. I think I'll start with the jungle tree. So that way we can hopefully get a few saplings. And then while I'm babysitting for saplings, I can chop down the spruce trees, because we're gonna need a lot of wood to actually make all of these chests. Because the 10 chests that I have currently are not enough. In the slightest. It's a fair chunk, but definitely probably a tenth of what we're gonna need, maybe. That might be overshooting it. There we go. And we don't even have to babysit it. We already got the amount of jungle saplings we needed. I still will, because having extras doesn't hurt, but I should have brought the shears with me. Because then I could just grab the vine and be able to have vines whenever I need them. I didn't, but that's fine. I'm going to replant the jungle tree anyway, so we're gonna get vines again, but there we go. Look at those. Lovely. I need to keep an eye on my axe's durability. It's getting a little low. Not low enough where I need to be too concerned, but low enough that I need to keep an eye on it. Just so it doesn't break. It also means I need to spend a little time at the skelly farm to get some more levels. So we can enchant a new axe, and then use it to repair this one. We have 2 stacks of spruce. Will that be enough? Maybe. Maybe. Just in case, I might as well chop this one down as well. Gives all those leaves time to despawn. And hopefully those previous 2 spruce trees that we chopped down will give us enough saplings that we won't have to babysit this one. Eek. There we go. Oh, hi, kitty. That's a little concerning. I mean, it's fine. If we don't get the amount of saplings we need for all 3 of these trees, we have enough saplings in our chests that we should be fine. But so far, that is not a lot of saplings. Really? Alright, I think this one is good enough that we can just set them down and not worry about them. We have almost 2 trees of spruce. Acacia is being very generous, which I won't complain about. We just need 2 more spruce saplings so we don't have to go back downstairs to grab saplings. Any others? Besides more acacia, which I will happily grab. There we go. Lovely. That gave us a whole lot of wood. There we go. I might end up using jungle as well for the chests. We'll see. For now, we have spruce. Is this way too many chests? Probably. But it's a good starting point. Wait, no. I grabbed the stone. Let's grab the cobble and the andesite and the gravel. And then we can just go from there. I want it to be stone blocks back here. I don't have to worry too much about the variety because it's got to be behind chests, and I don't want to waste too much stone back here. There we go. Is there a hole over here? No. A little bit of diorite and copper, but no hole. Let's go and put that over there. There's a tiny hole and a little bit of granite. Which the little bit of granite isn't too bad, but it's fine. And let's start. Oh, let's start putting the chest down. Not that one. There we go. We have one area. Did I put away the slabs? I think I did. Dang it. I just need 2 slabs. I think we're going to be good with everything else. Ow. And then we can start putting the wall here. Nope. Dang it. There we go. I undershot it with the chest. Not too surprised, but that is a lot of chests. Alright. Now we can use the jungle wood. I really hope I avoided that Enderman's gaze. There we go. Ow. I don't think this is going to be enough chests, but it'll be a little bit more. Dang it. We have those. This one's trees. There we go. And then it's just those 3, and then I can make them into double. Alright. I mean, in all fairness, slowly but surely, that's filling up. Because now, we can take these and start transferring them. Which means we'll get even more chests. So if this is oak, we'll have saplings. We'll have the logs. And we'll have anything that's made from oak and then the oak planks. These will be the 2 leaves. This will be... Let's have it be pale oak. Leaves. This will be birch. Now we need to go back up and grab more things. More trees. Because that'll give us 4 more chests, which will give us a fair chunk. With how tall the ceilings are, I think we'll be able to plant trees inside eventually. So that's birch, that's pale oak, this should be dark oak. And then underneath that we can have spruce. There we go. And then technically one of the chests will be planned for the crimson. Because we have warped. We don't have crimson yet. Alright, let's do... So that's spruce. That's dark oak. Let's have jungle. Jungle? No, let's have mangrove. All I have right now is that propagule, because I planted the tree but didn't harvest it yet, so... For now, that chest is very empty. Then let's do cherry. We can do acacia, which will go this way instead. Jungle. And then, of course, bamboo. And this one will be Warped. And then this one will be crimson. And that would be all of the trees. Oh, I did grab them. Lovely. There we go. You know what? Let's do cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. Let's do these 6 chests cobblestone. Special stone. Like anything that's like mossy or special. Any special variety of stone block actually would probably fit. Stone itself, because I do have Silk Touch, I just haven't used it for a lot yet. And let's have these 3 chests for that. We can have andesite. We can have granite. Diorite. Gravel. Dirt for this whole line. Sand for 2 of these chests. Potentially. I need to see all the blocks we have. But I know we have a lot of many things. Dang it. I said those 6 chests, right? Hopefully 6 chests will be enough. Because in all fairness, I have a lot of cobblestone. It might not be enough. Worst comes to worst, it's not, and we'll fix it accordingly. Hi, I see you with your... What is that, a grass block? Are you happy you have a grass block? Alrighty then. They refuse to make a comment. They just ran away with their grass block. So I think they're happy. They're like, it's my grass block now. No one else can have it. That is a lot of cobblestone. And this is just the chest down here, not the chest upstairs. So hopefully it'll be enough. Stone, andesite, here we go. And then more andesite. There we go, this is diorite. And more diorite. You know what, I have enough leather I should probably put item frames. It wouldn't hurt to do that. There we go. And doing this also means that we can see what all we have. Means that we don't have to be like, I think we have this. We can just look in the chest and be like, huh, we have a lot of this, but hardly any of this. Whatever that may be. Is this emptied? Not quite. Now it is. So I'm mainly doing this so I don't have to make too many more chests. Because if I use the chests I already have, that I'm going to be emptying, that'll save us a little bit of resources. Not a lot, but a little bit. I can put this on the special side. For now. I might change the organization a little, but for now, this will be the copper chest. This will be the iron chest. Both the iron and the copper chest may need multiple, so I might extend them to the side a bit. Because with iron, we have an iron farm. So we're not going to have too much raw iron. So I think that'll be fine. But the copper, on the other hand, is entirely different beast. Also, if I ever run out of cobblestone, I'll be a little surprised. Because so far, we already have one full double chest. Dirt's over here. Yes, it is. And then I also need to keep in mind that there's different dirt variants. And I think I'll keep the dirt variants in the very bottom chest over there. The one right underneath this one will be dirt variants. It's like coarse dirt and rooted dirt, stuff like that. This is going to be sand. Gravel. Why did I start doing it from the bottom? Alright. That works. It's a little odd, but it works. Well, I have a place to put the oak signs. And the potatoes also have their own place, which is upstairs. But I also have them down here because of the villagers. Eek. Alright. I thought I lit that place up. Alright. Just need to stay on my toes. That's fine. It'll be fine. You know what? Since I'm gonna be on this floor, I can actually throw a few potatoes at the villagers. Alrighty then. Well, you didn't need to wake up to grab it. You could have waited till morning. But alright. I also need to check to see how that area is doing. Because I haven't checked down there in a bit. And I have been occasionally giving them potatoes, so there might be a few villagers. Who knows? For now, I'm gonna put the potatoes in here. Just because this was here for the villager thing. And it's closer to the villagers in general. So it makes sense. This is trees. I can put the signs down. That's spruce. For now, I'll do that. Because it does come from gravel, I wouldn't want it to be stored by each other. And I don't think we're going to get enough flint to warrant it having it a chest of its own. I mean, who knows? Maybe that'll happen. And when that time comes, I'll regret it. But at this very moment, that's what I'm leaning towards. Ow. Dirt's right here. Then we have sand. Gravel. Andesite? Andesite. In all fairness, I am happy with the amount of sand we have. Like, it's not the most sand in the world, but it's not a bad amount of sand. Definitely could be worse. especially considering I don't actually know where a true-on desert is. I know where a few beaches are, but I don't think I've actually found a desert. There we go. Did I grab the chest? I didn't. Let's change that. I just now realized I forgot about Deep Slate. That's fine. We have more areas but chests. So it'll be fine. That is a lot. I feel like Deep Slate should get the same courtesy of having 6. But then we also have to deal with Tough. Which at that point, then I would only have 1. So what I might do is have it so Dirt only has 3 instead of 4. Because sure, we're gonna get a lot of dirt, but don't think it's gonna be to those levels. I could be entirely wrong, but I'm assuming. You know what? Silk touch. Oh. You know what? Just in case. Alrighty then. Why is there a part of me that... There's a part of me that doesn't want to tear this down. I don't know why. It's set down. I can pick it up when we need to. We technically haven't finished decorating the place. So, it'll be fine. Hopefully. Off we go. Copper. Then we have iron. Put the nuggets over here. Up here we can have gold. Nuggets in the bottom corner. Night lily. I feel like at this very top chest we can have diamonds and emeralds. I don't think we're gonna get that many emeralds, but you know what? I could be a little optimistic. It'll be fine. There are so many Endermen. Alright. Let's grab all of you. Then we can put away that chest. Still need to figure out where to put the deep slate. I think what I'll do is put it on this side over here. Only problem being is that we haven't got any chests over there. But that's fine. We'll figure it out as we go. And we definitely don't have enough chests set down in general for the rest of this place, so all in all, either way, I'm going to have to make more. Wait a minute, didn't I just empty out a chest? I did. Give. Please? There we go. And now we have 2 more. Yeah, we don't even have. Like, I think we have half the chests that we actually need. Which isn't bad. But it's definitely not enough. So these are special ones. So I'll put smooth stone in there. Andesite, granite, diorite, gravel. And at this point, we know we're going to need to make more chests. What is our wood situation? We have a lot of pale oak, but I don't want to use pale oak without an actual reason. I mean, this is an actual reason, but I don't want to use pale oak frivolously? Is that the word? Because worst comes to worst, it is one of those woods that if I wasn't able to get all the saplings, I would have to go a very long ways to retreat them. You know what? Nice. Now we just have this area to fill with chests. Which is gonna be... You know what? So this is gonna need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 28. So that's 28. Plus 5, which is 33. Plus 3, which is 36. So we need 36 more chests. Which isn't too bad. Could definitely be worse. I am, however, going to need to chop down another tree, though. So we're going to need a little over a stack of logs. In fact, jungle tree might actually be the best one because of how much it gives. There we go. There we go. Now it should decay just fine. Might still want to take down that acacia tree, though. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, that might be perfect. No! Dang it. Give. Now I can truly decay. Right? Right. Lovely. And now my axe is in the danger zone. Alright. Really? Did I say that right? No, I didn't. That was just an item. My bad. Yeek. I don't think I have a pre-enchanted axe at my disposal. Oh, I do actually. Oh, lovely. I mean, it takes a lot of my levels, but that's fine. I'd rather that than to have my axe break. Because I can always get my levels back. Nope. No. Go away. There we go. Lovely. I'll replant that. And I'll replant the acacia tree as well. We all good? Looks like it. I'll take that extra sapling if you're actually going to drop it. I see it up there. Come on. Please? I know the jungle tree has been very generous with its saplings, but come on. I can see it right there. No, you're going to decay all of the other trees before it? All of the other trees? All of the other leaves? Surprisingly, yes. There we go. We're going to have so much powdered snow. All right, we're not storing it here. That's going to take a minute. All right. So it goes jungle, acacia, and I think we're good. This will give us... I just need 36. There we go. At least if I didn't do the math right. I did the math right if we were to count just singular chests. But these are supposed to be double chests. Oops. Well, we have the base. Dang it. This one? No. Close, but not quite. That'll give us 2 more. That isn't a stack. That's a stack and a little extra. Sure. I didn't need to do it that way. But it works. That was still too many. Oh well. There we go. It means I can store the extra planks in there. The extra planks in there. And I'll just put the normal chests in with the oak. Because it doesn't hurt to do that. And now we can deal with all of the other stuff. I know I have villagers downstairs, but that sounded closer. Is there a wandering trader up here? Or am I just hearing things? Just hearing things. Or more so, hearing things that are closer than they actually are. Let's have these 5 chests be cobbled. Just gonna put all of these in here. I don't think I have enough to fill all of these chests. Not yet. But we can plan them out. Then let's have these 4 chests be tough. Or at least these 3. That one could be something else. There we go. And then any of the extra chests that we have, we can either put into the oak chest, or we can use for other things. Because this isn't going to be the last time that we're going to need more chests. At all. And we have a lot of deep slate. I don't know why I was doubting our deep slate reservoir. There we go. And now we can just start funneling it in. These are the special stones. Cobblestone. Andesite. Granite? Hey, I'm learning my own storage system. Not bad. That's a lot of deep slate. I knew it was a lot of deep slate, but it's still a lot of deep slate. So it means we're gonna have at least one full double chest of deep slate, which I won't complain about. I like building with deep slate. But I definitely wasn't expecting it. If I do that, I can at least get rid of that chest. Then we can store this in here. And that's smooth basalt, which isn't deep slate at all. In fact, I need a place to put that stuff. That's wood, deep slate, tough. Let's put all of the crystal stuff in there. That should be a good place for it. And I'm also going to grab the iron from downstairs and the poppies. Just so that doesn't get too full. Because, sure, I have 3 double chests down there. But just in case, if I happen to forget for a long period of time, I don't want it to all of a sudden stop collecting things. So, just gonna... That should be good. Because as long as I'm in this general area, it always runs. Meaning that even though it's only working at half of its level, we're still getting a whole lot of iron. And I won't complain about that. Like, look at that. We have 8 stacks of iron. That is lovely. And then over here, I'm just gonna make this the poppy chest. We have so many poppies, and we're gonna get so many more poppies. So that's just gonna be the poppy chest. Straight up poppies. That's all. That's all that needs to be in that chest is poppies. Right, nether stuff as well. Right. I got to do some of this later. Because right now, I do want to make item frames. But because I don't know entirely where I'm putting everything at the moment, I'm just going on the fly. Ew. I almost looked at them. That would have been bad. But we'll see. This is bamboo. I was close. I'm more of running low on sticks than I am of leather. That's actually kind of funny. All right. Copper, iron, Diamonds and emeralds. Gold. We have oak. We have pale oak, dark oak, mangrove, mangrove. Oh, let's go ahead and put these chests away real quick. We can make 6 more. Lovely. And over here we can... I'll just put the sapling of these ones. This one's pale oak. Dark oak. Because we only have one of those, I'll just keep it in there. Come on. There we go. Spruce. Cherry. Jungle, which I forgot to... Dang it. Bamboo. And I need more sticks for that. Alright. I mean, slowly but surely, we're actually getting a decent... storage system. That's actually, I'd say, well... organized. I mean, sure, we don't have the majority of the item frames, but we have a few of them. There's the dirt. And then I'll grab... Oh, right. It's up here. But I feel like the hardest part is probably going to be the ceiling, considering the fact that there's a cave system above us. But other than that, it doesn't look bad. I'm just going to move that. Because at the moment, there's not really much to it. Like, you have the shape. You have the general floor. Like, there's no, like, good lighting or anything. But we have all of the chests in the world. Which we definitely needed. Like, that is something that I needed to do for a while now. And I just hadn't brought myself to do it. Because, well, that would require me to actually make a whole lot of chests. But now we have, which I almost looked at that Enderman, which means that we can actually empty out the storage that is inside of the Skelly farm area, which is fantastic. And And I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna go transfer all of those chests into those chests and also get more sticks and all that. So just gonna be a little bit of grindy stuff that I'm going to do. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. If you liked the live stream, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more content from me, go ahead and the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified for any future live streams or videos, go ahead and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you beautiful people next time. Bye.